I just came back from Body Tap last weekend. I was in North Carolina, Fort Bragg Boulevard.
Yeah.
Went to that famous club. That's like the Magic City of North Carolina and shit.
Right. Come on.
That's crazy, actually.
You know what it is, people? Can you hear me? You can hear me. I'm behind the mic. MyStation.com, people, you already know what it is. Got my homie Caesar in the building with me. You know what I mean? All the way live to direct. What's good, bro?
Shit, chilling, you know, on the couch.
Yes, sir.
You know?
The infamous couch.
Yeah.
Infamous black couch. You know what I mean? Go ahead and talk to the people. Let them know anything that they might need to know immediately or what have you.
You know, my name is King Cecil. That's my alias name.
Cecil!
You know what I'm saying? Cecil. Also, my company is Cecil International. FYM Entertainment and Gazini Productions.
What you mean?
Yeah, you already know.
So what's up with Cecil International?
Man, Cecil International is no big things. You know, that's for promoting, you know, parties and events and things like that. You know, bring service to the town and stuff like that. That's what we specialize in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you know, a team of people with us, you know, really actually about their life and really put in that effort to make Buffalo a front stage for promotion.
Gotcha.
As far as parties and stuff like that. Events.
How long you been in the game? How long you been doing what you doing?
Man, I mean, you know, I always feel like I'm a new artist every time I do something because I always try to be creative and do something different, you know. But as far as making music, I've been making music since I was like 12 years old.
Come on.
So even back since grammar school, I was recording on, you know, the cassette tape, like the Talk Boy, you know, making tracks and, you know what I mean, just like dubbing over stuff, whatever the instrument. So, yeah, you know, so that's what I basically I've been doing whatever for you know what I'm saying, a while. So ever since then I've been making music.
Come on, man. Now what's the main forte at this point? Is it the music? Is it the promotion? Is it just being King Cecil? You know, is it the FYM Entertainment? What's the main hat? Or, you know, is it the love of being a jack of all trades?
You know, I always see myself as a jack of all trades, but I also know that, you know, when you widen your broaden your horizon, you get more things covered, but at the same time, you're not really effective as much as if you do focus television on something specifically.
No doubt.
And I would say music is something I have been kind of like, you know, not really, I would say a little slacking on right now at the moment because, you know, my thing is when you do it, you know, I want to do it right.
Right.
And I think that, you know, a lot of artists, you know, put out stuff just to put it out. And at the end of the day, you know, that's not really the game is about. It's about, you know what I'm saying, growing is about, you know, I mean, accomplish things and getting a bigger market. And as far as in Buffalo, a lot of artists locally don't have a really bigger market outside of Buffalo.
Gotcha.
It's just like, you know, you go to a couple of stores, you put stuff in there, and it's like, that's it.
Right.
And I need to get that bigger and broader.
No doubt. Now, every time I see you always on the road, you know, doing this, doing that, doing what have you. You know, the game is to be sold, not to be told.
Yeah.
How do they receive you out of town everywhere you go? I mean, it's always looking like shit. At least, you know, to me, it'd be looking like you be having fun everywhere you go. How do the people receive you? And, you know, just being the person that you are, how does it make you, I guess, more receivable for people?
You know,
like you said, hate is gonna hate, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, where I go, I get love. You know what I'm saying? I have to say that because, you know, I'm a humble person. I'm a person that, you know, knows that network and, you know, I like to socialize and meet new people and branch out and you know, expand my brand. So Cecil International is the, you know, the mothership of the brand.
Gotcha.
And that is what, you know, when I go somewhere, you know, if I go to North Carolina, if I go to, you know, I'm saying Cali, if I go to, you know, Florida, I'm always, you know, saying promoting that. You know, network with DJs,
right.
Even seeing celebrities and, you know, network with them, movie stars. I mean, you name it, music to movies to whatever. You know, anybody that's doing something,
right.
I'm trying to work with. I'm trying to,
Got you.
You know what I'm saying, connect with them.
Got you all the way. Now, who are your some of your, I don't want to say like backings, but I mean like who do you ride with in town? You know, who do you ride with in Buffalo? You know, I mean, just as far as, you know, if you out chilling or if you putting something together, or, you know, your good people for your peace of mind. You know, who are the people that allow you to be you and do what you do when you're here? I don't want to say so much like allow, but
Yeah, like you know what I mean. When it comes to that, I do me all the time.
Right,
like, I don't answer to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, some people got answer to people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm my own boss. You know what I mean? That's why I'm the king. It's like, you know, ain't nobody but God. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to who I mess with anybody who messes with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I reach out to people and I collaborate with people that I might not per se even know I like that as well. You know what I mean? My thing is business. You know, and I look at it like as expanding my brand. You gotta look at it like as, you know, business is business. You know, and so no matter if I'm sponsoring a party, whether I'm invested in something, you know, I'm always, you know, trying to, you know what I'm saying, expand my business, but also help others expand theirs as well.
Talk that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is like, you know, it ain't no fun at the top when everybody else is not at the top with you. So I like to bring my people up at the same time. You know?
Gotcha.
So.
And how can they link with you directly? You know, any links that you might have, email, website, what have you? You know, if they want to, you know, anything, party, music. You know, send you some beats, or you know, just link on some business, what have you.
You know what? They can always see me on my email, which is King Czol. That's KINGCZOL @gmail.com.
Okay.
So you can always hit me there. That's one of my main emails. You know, you can go see hit me there anytime. That's a good one. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook under King Czol. It's pretty original name, so nobody's got it. Right. So you know what I mean, just same thing, KINGCZOL, and you basically you can just Google it.
Right.
That's even better. Just Google, and you will see all the information right there. Come on, Instagram and all that.
Right. What's going on with the FYM?
Oh man, it's the biggest group in Buffalo, hands down.
Come on, man.
Internet got it on lock.
Gotcha. You still got the clothes and shit with that?
Of course. I'm actually in the process of, you know, bringing that line back out.
Okay.
For the summer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because wintertime was a little bit rough. You know, trying to adjust to that.
Right.
You know, but I'm coming out with the whole line of new, vibrant, great colors and styles for the new FYM design. So look out for that. And this summer's gonna be crazy.
Gotcha. Now I saw in a couple other places. You know, you see a FYM. You say, the fuck you mean, and you know, I mean, everybody claims to be originator or, you know, what have you. What do you feel, or how do you feel, you know, I mean, even past that, when you see anything that you do and somebody might try to copycat it or mimic it or even, you know, make a mockery of, you know, the work that you've put in?
You know, I look at it like, you know, I embrace the hate. And I also embrace the love at the same time, because at the end of the day, you always gonna have haters. And I've been saying this in high school, and I think you already know that already.
Man.
There's always gonna be haters. There's always gonna be somebody who don't like you.
Right.
The most reason why people don't like you is because they don't know you. And, you know, the most why people try to snake you is because, well, they don't know you.
Come on. That's
you know what I mean? Because, or if they do know you, they feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's what they have to do in order to get somewhere. But in reality, like, that's not really what's gonna get you somewhere. It's really gonna get you, you know, instead of growing, you're going to be set back now, because now you have somebody to worry about. And I mean, I've had my fair share of people that, you know, I showed love to and did things for without really wanting to receive anything from it.
Sure.
And definitely have seen how, you know, that same love is not reciprocated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's because, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's not real. You know, like they say that, you know, one slogan on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, you know, real to recognize real until, you know what I'm saying, fake showed up.
Come on.
So it's like, you know, people will put, what was the sheet of clothing would come, you know what I'm saying? They'll be all, you know, yeah, we're going to make this the biggest party ever, let's collaborate, boom, boom, you know what I mean? And you be like, all right, yeah, you know, let's do it. You know, you put the bread up, boom, here, take that. Yo, you know, bring a celebrity, call my friends up, boom, boom, you know, and make it happen. And it's like, that time I'll be like, after everything's said and done, like, fuck you. So it's crazy, but that's how it is. That's how the game is. You know, people try to just use you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, I really don't look at it as a bad thing, because you know what? If that's what they feel they gotta do to get off, actually gets them somewhere, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I do what I do out of love. I don't expect nothing in return from it. You see what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So.
No doubt. I dig that. Now it's 8 months left in this calendar. What's shaping up for Czol International and the brand? What can we look forward to? What can we expect?
Well, Czol International, I mean, that's the overall brand, and out of that brand, you know, you have the clothing coming, FYM clothing's gonna be coming, and also other name brands that got coming up, stirring up as well. Of course, parties and events is coming up too. I'm working on this new one, the IMG.
Right.
It's the International Music Gala,
Okay.
which is actually what the original Mansion Party was. Technically spawned off of. By the way, that was something I talked about for a while. Actually, my birthday was actually going to be that, but then of course, I basically collaborated with other people to make the Mansion Party possible. You know what I'm saying? So as a sponsor and everything. So an investor. But yeah.
Now you're saying that you were, if I get this correct, you're saying that you were a part of the Mansion Party committee, or you were a part of pulling it off exactly?
All of the above.
Okay.
I mean, as far as with that one, I promoted. Which of course you already know the fan base is pretty big in Buffalo, from FYM to other things. Already know I'm known for a lot of things. So basically, a lot of people, came in support for that purpose. Also for my birthday, also as well, which is the main reason, also as well.
Right.
Which we came up for just because of that. So thanks to everybody that did come out to Mansion Party. I'm saying I definitely see y'all in attendance. And I was very very happy to see y'all there. Supporting your boy for the birthday, which was my main concern. Really, that's my main thing about it. I was really my birthday, so it was like big day. Why not? I went hard. So I was really gonna go hard regardless. It was like that was kind of situation where like I knew I was gonna go hard for it. You know what I'm saying? But it was also to help somebody else also get back in the game and get themselves really going. You know what I'm saying? Again with the newer crowd. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, as the generations go on, people, time goes on, promoting, it changes, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody might be hot one time, and the next minute, they're not anymore. And that's how it can go. Parties go up and down, but I looked at it as, me just, showing love and putting money behind things that I felt and I believed that it was going to be, successful. But also put the work in as well, promoting and things like that as well, besides financially. So it was other things that came along, even footwork. I mean, people out there in the streets literally putting stuff, flyers on cars and old school with it. So I had people out doing a lot of things for me to make this event what it was. So
now, shit. Well, now that we're already here, let's just go ahead and get all the way into it, I guess. From at least what we see in the back and forth, what was known to us was the Mansion Party was branded and was something that was put together or a brainchild of Steve-O's. And then we see that you were involved in collaboration, and as far as what the people knew, everything was all fine and good. And then of course, with the people not knowing the backstory, we see now that you guys are at odds. And I mean, it was a great, from my point of view, and being a neutral party and a party goer.
Yeah.
It was a great event, and I definitely thought it and knew it to be Steve-O's event. I also knew you to be a sponsor and the responsible for Kylie Red. I don't know the true whatever of the party, but I see now back and forth, and not between you and anyone else, but I mean, just through the peanut gallery of the city, there's a lot of Cecil didn't have nothing to do with that. Cecil trying to ride somebody's wave.
Yeah, I heard that too myself, and not to cut you off, but that's where
people basically want to know, was you trying to ride Steve-O's wave and take the shine that was basically his party? Because I mean, at the end of the day, that's not I guess as you said, that's definitely not your intention.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, that's what it looks like now. Because I mean, as far as I know, everybody that I speak to in the streets, they say what I hear is the Mansion Party was Steve-O's party, and Cecil brought Kylie Red.
Okay.
If we can get extreme clarification.
Now, let's get the things that I was involved with. I'm a promoter.
Yes.
My company sits international. As you look at the flyers, you see what?
Cecil International.
Okay, you also see King C, Don D,
yes,
Maggie Ross, and the rest of us, right? Okay, so you already know for me being a sponsor, the sponsor is the person who puts money to do what?
Have the party, bring the event, facilitate the event.
Okay, funding, basically. So, funds were put in place by City International for the mention party. Now, when you fund something, are you not funding it as you investing into it?
Certainly. Not to cut you off, but were you one of the main investors? Because that seems to be one of the discrepancies. You know,
that's correct.
As far as we know, you know what I mean. Again, just being straight neutral party, being cool with everybody involved. You know, as far as we know, the party wasn't yours. You know, and you didn't have really anything to do with it until Carly Red, I guess, became involved, or you brought Carly Red as involvement. And that's the part that we want to, have cleared up to make sure that everybody involved, name is in good standing.
Now, and I'm not here knocking anybody down per se or nothing like that. But because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like what happened was the party was great. It was a success, and that's what.
And at the end of the day,
that was the goal for the party.
Yes.
Now, when we came into this party situation. Me and Steve-O, because that's what it was at the very beginning. We came in as parties gonna be thrown. He said mention party. That was the name he came up with as far as even though it's not original name, of course, but that was the style of the party that he suggested to throw. But before he threw that, I also suggested the gala, which was mine. That was for my birthday party I was gonna throw. He just happened to throw his party on the same day as my birthday party.
Okay.
So instead of me going full force to my birthday party, I said, well, you know what? How about we collaborate together?
You know I'm gonna have Steve-O in here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I said that, we should collaborate together, since you're having a party on my same day as my birthday party,
yes.
I was just gonna have technically somewhere else, which is gonna be also same thing, dress up, nice and fair,
right.
for the grown and mature. That's where the collaboration part came into play.
Gotcha.
Now, when it first was done, before money started getting put into place and people started dropping thousands of dollars, that's what was understood. But then around the time when Carly Red came in the picture, that's when things started to get a little bit funny.
Okay.
But see, at the end of the day, when I said, okay, well, of course
it's saying like funny, go ahead and explain.
I mean, basically, he didn't want to put money into Carly Red, which is understandable because I think that's my homie, that's my friend. Just like he's cool with, some artists in the industry as well. That's his people, So, at the end of the day, it's like, I look at the party as this is a mansion party. We should have celebrities here. We should have people that's somebody of some type of stature that's in the world, so people that actually in Buffalo can network and collaborate and socialize with and see, face to face and talk to. So I said, let me call some of my friends and bring for my birthday party. Why not? So that was all me. There's no help with that at all. And at the end of the day, it was understood that at the end of the day that I never asked for anything from the party. Like I never said, I want to go half to the party, or I want this percentage of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like I did it as, just for some, we're gonna collaborate and I'm gonna help you make this party successful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To make it one of the biggest parties in Buffalo. That was my goals and that was my intentions.
Gotcha.
Of course, my name was. He asked me to be a sponsor. I didn't want to be a sponsor, truthfully, but he said, "Yo, do you want to be a sponsor?" I said, "What's this? What's that about?" Like, you know what I mean? So he's like, "Well, basically, you get to promote it with the party and things like that." So basically, you put the money behind it and you part of the party. So I said, "Well, why not?" So he brought me my boy. I said, "Okay, boom, here, hold that." You know what I mean? Let you know it's real. Bam, there you go. So now you can take that right there and do what you got to do to make this party, get it, going. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it was other people that vested too. Of course, we know who did it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they're on the flyer. So, shout out to the people too. They helped make the party just like I did. You see what I'm saying?
See, it was our understanding, the people's understanding that Carly Red was not a main attraction for the party. And when she became a part of the night's entertainment, you in turn not so much try to sabotage, but
that's a strong word.
That's
a strong word.
Not sabotage, but more so make it be known that because it was your birthday, in addition to the party, that you may have had a lot more to do with the party than what was originally led to believe.
Now, let's get some things clear up here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let's go back to the beginning. I sponsored the party, and I invested in the party.
Mm-hmm.
When Carter first brought up to the attention of the people that were set into the situation, when I was asked, hey, do you want me to bring a celebrity in the building? First thing was, shoot, alright. But then it was like, a little later, like, I don't know. I mean, you don't really gotta do that if you don't want to, but shit, you know, if you wanna get her, I'm like, well, I'm doing it because it's my birthday, that's why I'm doing it. It wasn't because I wanted something from it, or it was like, I wanted to bring her because she's my homie, and therefore, you know, I felt like she should be there. She was a parent, she was a guest appearance.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't doing nothing special, she was just coming to host.
Okay.
And if you got the contract, which I can pretty sure bring if ever, you know, need to be put up. But it stayed in there.
So
and
she was supposed to host the party, you saying?
She was, yeah.
Okay.
But see, that was in the contract.
Okay.
Though she was getting paid to be the guest appearance and also host as well, if needed to be.
Substation Live, people, we get down to the nitty gritty.
So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's why she was coming. She was coming for my birthday. She wasn't coming for the mansion party.
Got you.
Yeah. But now watch this.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, when she does come, or she, you know, the money's been paid for her to come, that's when it's like, oh, you know, well, we didn't really need to bring her. But it's like, okay, when I asked you that before, you said, okay, cool, let's do it. Then it's like, oh, now you want to change that, the money been paid. Well, the money's already paid her. Right. You know what I mean? There's no refunds on that. So I didn't really understand, you know, what a change that happened. But regardless of the situation, point is, at first, Steve will agree that it was a good idea to bring her. So to clear it up, it wasn't just my idea. It was my idea to bring her, but it was also, you know what I'm saying, clarified with him as far as to bring her, that was okay.
Got you. All right. What's going on now with Caesar International?
Oh man, more parties coming for that. Music's coming. I'm getting back on the music again. You know what I'm saying? So the studio is definitely in full effect. Those will be coming really soon. As well as, you know, the clothing and a lot more, the website as well.
Okay.
Look for that. iCeasel.com, you know what I'm saying? iCeaselInternational.com.
Got you.
So look for that, man.
And no type of artist management and nothing popping off?
Artist management? You know, right now,
nothing with the ladies. I mean, last I checked, you always had some pack of things with you.
I mean, you know, Miles and all that, I mean, that's on deck, of course, but I mean, that's going to be for the clothing.
Okay.
You know, it's just strictly businesses, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we got the Miles there for the clothing. They will be coming soon, and they will be definitely in the building when I come back again for the clothing. So, you know.
Got you. Now, at this point, what would you say, you know, just from a businessman's perspective and from a citizen's perspective, what do you think it is that's plaguing Buffalo, you know, on any side, be it the business side, the sports side, the entertainment side, you know, as far as people taking it to the next level on a consistent basis, you know, not just 1, 2, 3, or 10 examples, but 100, 200, 300 examples of greatness coming out of Buffalo? Why don't we get that like a, you know, like a LA or you know, a New York City or something like that? You know, we don't have somebody to point to it, but like, yeah, that's one of ours in any industry, really. You know, why do you think that's the case?
Oh man, you know, and I'm gonna say, this being honest, for the same reasons why, you know, people couldn't collaborate and do things the correct way, you know, because Buffalo, I'm not gonna blame it on haters. I'm just gonna say is that everybody wants to shine, but they don't want to also help nobody else shine.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, right now we're in a platform where this is what you created. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I get to get my word out or say what I want to say on this platform. And I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? And if I do a shout out on music or album, whatever, and if I'll, you know, shout out some station and be like my man Chad. So it's like, to me, we have an understanding of, you know, we look out for each other and do things, and that's something that's not, that's rare in Buffalo. Maybe that could be because we go way back. Maybe because, you know, we've been cool since high school.
Come on.
But at the end of the day,
first ever diss song somebody made about me was this one. you know, man.
And you know, when I think about this sometimes, I'm like, man, you know, like I kind of, you know, I wish I could take some of the things back, but you know, then again, it's like what happened for a reason, and that reason, even though it was young, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I made a diss song, but that you know what? That you just brought up. But you know, the thing about it was, that was music being made. That was one of the first albums I think for that era of school, that really was out like that. I mean, people was doing little stuff, but that one was really one that really kind of caused a little controversy.
Right.
But you know what, though? Shout out to Chad, though. You know, boys was out the school like, yo, where you at?
Hey, me really, nah, man, like, you know what, man, let me go ahead and put my pen to this paper, man.
But you know what, though?
I was doing beats before that.
And you know what, I think it was motivation for both of us, you know what I mean? It was motivation for us for, you know what I'm saying, making music and get what we got now, like.
Right.
And as far as we've been and what we've been through, you know, for us to be still here, that's a blessing.
Certainly.
So, you know.
What do you think? What do you think contributes to the staying power of anyone who has staying power? You know what I mean? You see people who we might have thought were on top 10 years ago, and you know what I mean? They're in the same position, and that's not really staying power. You know, I mean, people who are mainstays, staples. You know, you can look at a KFC or a McDonald's or a Doris Records, you know, or a GG's and see like staples. You know, what do you think contributes to that?
Let me see. What contributes to having longevity is consistency. And I think a lot of artists don't really have consistency. Like you see them popping for like a hot minute and then all of a sudden disappear. Then you even hear about them no more. Like I look up on the wall and I see a lot of people on here that's still doing things. And then I see people that, you know, have did things and then it's like you don't hear from them no more in a long time. And you say, so, well, he was doing things, what happened? Where's the funding? Where's the posters at? Where's the, you know, iTunes? Where's the, you know? And you say, where did I go?
Right.
Well, you know, you got to say money talks and bullshit walks.
Say that again.
And as much as that's everywhere, it's not just Buffalo or New York, whatever, it's everywhere. Because at the end of the day, the difference between us is that everybody wants to be that man and no one wants to work together to be the men.
Come on.
And that is what's holding us back. Atlanta and all them other cities and stuff like that, California, they come together for a lot of other reasons. And you know, it's not just about the music. A lot of people think it's about the music. No, it's way deeper than rap. You know, like Rick Ross says, it's deeper than rap. You know what I mean? Cats ain't just get there overnight because by themselves, like they just was high and that's how they had got there. No, they ain't just get discovered like Biggie. Nah, cats was working with other cats and doing a lot of things that we might not have seen.
Right.
And that's why they got in the positions of power to be able to drop an album, to get it on everywhere around the world and get heard. Because trust me, it's levels to this shit. And that's another thing that where, you know, I think that was one of the issues with the party itself is because it's levels to this shit. Mm-hmm. You know, when I came in the game, and I'm just saying the game in just general, you know, I did things by myself.
Right.
I didn't ever need anybody to do anything for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even though I did work with people all the time, but it was always, I did things at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, for me first. Even though sometimes that could be a problem because, like, yeah, you want to play with other people, but then everybody's not really about their word. Everybody's not about their life.
Right.
So it's like, you know, for example, you know, I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
Come on.
I tell you I'm bringing Carly Red, people doubted that. People say, oh, she might not come. People say, oh, who's going to bring her? Oh, she's not going to be like the other artists. No, she's not, because that's my homie. So when she made a video and put up a video saying, I'm coming to Cecil's birthday mansion party, da-da-da. Now people are like, yo, Carly Red coming. Check the stats. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, yo, I'm a promoter now. But when I say, yo, can you make a flyer so you can get the promotion early?
Right.
Cats don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. So I had to go and pay and get that done. Or even they want to collaborate with that or not. But soon as the video come out and knowing that she's coming, and trust me, people came for all reasons. They came for birthday party, they came for Carly, they came for, you know, radio ads, they came for the flyers, they came for everything. Right. The groundwork, all that was a part of the success of this party. Right. It wasn't just Steve-O, and it wasn't just people that, you know what I'm saying, put a little money in the party. No, it was a lot of things that made this party pop. So I think that's what it was, is that people didn't want it to be people that were in the background, the backbone of the party to be heard or get any shine, or even getting recognition of what they did when they actually helped to make this thing possible. Now, how do you feel about that? How do you feel if you worked here at a substation, you know, 24 hours a day to build a buzz up to get us to 1 million followers, a plus, and somebody tell you that you didn't have nothing to do with it?
Man.
You'd be like, wait a minute,
right?
For real? So that's how I feel looking at it, like, especially when you do it out of love, you ain't doing it for money. Cause like, I'm not gonna be too long horny, but I got money. I think you can tell that. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock fake jewels. These are real. And just to verify it, I'm gonna let my man Chad hold this and tell him what you see on there.
Come on, man.
Tell him what you see.
Yeah.
Now that's real diamonds, people. And there's more than one of those. At the end of the day,
come on.
Real people do real things. My bread is not gonna stop. So yes, I'll be throwing lots more parties.
Come on.
This just I've been throwing parties for years. It goes back, all kinds of parties.
Right.
So it's not just this party. I've been throwing parties from here to Canada, to Atlanta, to Florida. This is not nothing new for me.
Right.
So you might not have seen me around doing things in a while because you know what? At the end of the day, I got other things I might be doing.
Gotcha.
But best believe, party promoting is what I do. So you'll be seeing a lot more of Caesar International in the next couple of months.
So you go. Come on. Now I seen I saw you and saw you and your bro Kulu.
Oh yeah.
That was the party.
Shout out to Kulu, Top Entertainment.
Yes. Now just the just the longevity in that. How rare is it these days, to see or even find somebody who beat down for you, or down with you as long as, somebody like you and Kulu have.
Man.
A lot of people don't have that.
Just like you, Kulu, I mean, we all, went to high school together, even people I met besides high school.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my people that I mess with or know me personally, I knew for over 15 years.
Right, come on.
So you're talking about 15 years of people that know me, and that's to say a lot about my character as a person, as a man, that, I'm not for the games. I'm a real person at the end of the day. And people that fuck with me are real people. And those people, at the end of the day, we're all together at the end of the day. We're all together to make things happen as a unit. This is not just about Caesar International at the end of the day. It's about Substation. It's about Chad Money, you know what I'm saying? It's about, everything that we do. It's about, every other rapper, every other entertainer, every other promoter out here, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of them. Because I'm looking at, like, if one get on, everybody get on. I don't look at it just as just I get on, I'm just worrying about myself. Nah, because I don't really care about that. My thing is about all of us getting somewhere. And at the end of the day, we all get somewhere and get a piece of the pie, then that's what I'm for. I live and I die for this shit. A lot of people just do it because they want a little instant fame out of it, or to get their little name known again, and get hot. Because they ain't had a hot situation since 1999. Well, I'm not doing it for that.
Right.
I'm not doing it for the numbers. Because I've already been hot. That's why I've been the hottest group in the 10,000 people in there. And that's just in one group. It's like 10 of them,
right.
About another 20 copycats. What do you think started? Like, at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that don't understand that it's not about them.
Right.
It's about us. So when you got people like that you work with, you're going to have issues. Simple as that.
Man. Give us something about Caesar that the people don't know.
Man, the question is there's a lot of things people don't know about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of what leads to the mysterious of who I am sometimes. And I like that. I like the fact that I'm open book if you know me or you get to know me.
Right.
But like if you don't know me, then it's like, yeah, well, you don't know me.
Come on.
And I think that right there is something that because you got people that's haters, you got people that's snakes, and at the end of the day, they might think that you're only this way.
Right.
They might only think you know only these people. Or like I was told sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what kind of crowd you gonna bring? I'm like, my crowd is your crowd.
Come on.
People I know, you know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know I know people that you might think I know what I do.
Right.
So it's like, never judge a book by its cover.
Certainly.
And I think a lot of times people will see me and that's what they might try to do, but they really don't know me enough to know who I really am sometimes.
Got you.
Because I could be a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I could be the cool nigga, or I could be an asshole depending on who you are to me.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say everything's mutual with me. If you my mans, I fuck with you. You my mans. If you not my mans, and I don't know you well, I might give you a chance to be my mans. But if you do some funny snake shit, then now you're over there now.
Right.
With the rest of the cats that I don't really fuck with. And if I don't fuck with you, then it ain't gonna be I don't pretend.
Yeah.
And you already know this. I don't pretend. If I don't like somebody, I'm not gonna pretend to.
Come on.
Like my man 50 said, wrap your head like a fucking Hindu. Like that's what we, that's how I am. So everything is when it comes to how I am towards somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
it's always going to be real. It's always going to be, you know, me.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna be your friend just cause. Nah. It's personal with me. So it's like, see my man right here. We knew each other 15 years, damn near. Plus. You know what I'm saying? Plus, okay. I fucks with him. He called me up. I'm coming. You feel me? Everybody I want to come and do a show interview with.
No doubt.
Everybody I'm not going to come up here and talk to things about. I'm not kind of a private person sometimes, so I really don't put too much, you know what I'm saying, my life into things. But,
right.
you know, yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Talk that shit. Now, before we go ahead and get out of here, let me just ask the difference in the, you know, in the people that you see, you know, everywhere that you go. What is it about the differences in anywhere that you've been out of town and opposed to Buffalo that at the end of the day makes you love Buffalo and be happy that you're from here and proud to say that you're from here?
I mean, I've always been proud, you know, say Buffalo, you know, I've always been a proud, you know, I think, but also labeling yourself, it can limit yourself.
It can restrict you all the way. Go ahead with that.
You know, I feel like I'm not just Buffalo, I represent the whole United States in its entirety. So even if we're going to Europe,
international.
And that's another thing, and we'll get to that. Like, you know, I look at things like I want to be international. I don't want to be just locally known. And I think sometimes that's the goal of a lot of people that do music or promote. They just think about only one area, and that's all they know. But I'm not the type of person that's going to look at only what I know. I'm going to look outside the box too as well. And that's where Caesar International comes from. For the fact of the matter is that I am internationally known, not just in Buffalo, but in New York City and Jamaica and Canada and Japan. You go to other countries, Africa. I mean, people know me. That's from there, that live there.
Right.
So they're spreading the word, telling people about what I'm doing over here, and that was make me international. It was the people that know me and that mess with me and that follow me and that, you know what I'm saying, look at my stuff and follow my music and craft and what I do. So that's what makes me international, because of my expansion of my network.
Come on.
That's what separates me from a lot of people as far as an artist, I believe, because not everybody has that type of social network that it can branch out like that. You know, and maybe because, you know, there's a lot of reasons why it could be. I mean, it costs money to travel places. So, like I said, that's the part that, you know, have to be put in the factor, is that it's all about money at the end of the day when you gotta look at it. And I mean that as far as like with the network. I mean just the fact of the matter is that getting to places and doing certain things and having certain things you need, it costs.
Right.
So like I said, it costs to be the boss. It costs to be the boss. You know, your image, your lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, your networking, your equipment, all this stuff here in the studio costs money. You see what I'm saying? And he's doing this for y'all. This costs bread. Okay? And I know it because I know some of the things that, like, you see, and this costs, everything costs, rent costs, light costs, gas. So that's why people need to understand that you invest in yourself, you go places. And by investing in yourself, you're going to build your brand.
Come on.
So.
Real shit, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Certainly been a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Chad Money.
Oh.
Yes.
By the way, yeah, the music's coming, like I told you before. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about it for years. There's been a lot of, you know, ups and downs and getting things, you know, together on that note, but the album is coming. It's called The Champagne Rain.
Yes.
Look for that.
Champagne Rain.
Champagne iTunes, CD Baby, all them places. And on top of that, in the stores locally and out of town too as well, and everything.
All the way into the camera too, real quick. I gotta get a shameless plug for the big homie.
All right.
Son of Tony. Make sure y'all cop that. Know what I mean? On the way. We got the Son of Tony tour coming up. Let the cat out the bag, something that you don't even need to know about. And two, man, I just want to say personally, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a brother of mine, you know what I'm saying? The family is all the way through. Anybody that I rock with, you know what I'm saying? I don't care on whatever side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As long as I rock with you, it's all love. No matter what anybody might have going on with anybody, as you can see what's going on in the studio, it's completely unbiased, you know, with me or anybody else here at Substation Studios. Bring me your t-shirt. Shout out to Mad Dukes. And I'ma wear it, you know, CDs, your music, I'ma listen to it, your posters, I'ma take them and put them up around the city. And, you know, I mean, anything else I gotta do, man. That's Cecil International.
And one last thing before I go, I just want to get in the camera when I say this too as well.
Yes.
Is that, listen, people, and I just go for the people that got love for me and people that hate. Haters, don't hate. Cause it's not gonna beget more money. It just begets more hate. Cause I'm gonna keep on shining, baby. So as you already know, like that's something that you know what I'm saying people need to understand is that we in this together. So at the end of the day, let's make it happen. Stop hating.
Can we get a Caesar?
It's Caesar.